Genesis 9 through 13. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed of every kind, and trees of every kind, bearing fruit with the seed in it. And God saw that it was good.
You and I have been meeting for coffee just to get to know each other and talk about ministry. And you called me up one day and you said, Amanda, I have an idea. We should have coffee. So we sat down and you said,
how about a community garden?
And I said, wait a minute, are you kidding me? I've been dreaming about this for months. And
yeah, and the people in the coffee shop are still talking about that one moment in their little coffee shop.
yeah, it was an epic moment.
That garden came out of an idea to support the food box pantry ministry, which was to help deliver food to people who are food insecure in the area. And Levelland's pretty interesting. It works on a voucher system, so people actually have to register in order to receive aid. And one of the things that Jim Walker and I had talked about, and Amanda Ulrich, was how to increase the availability of fresh produce, but also to do in a way that encouraged community associations and bringing people together. And so the idea of the garden at the food box was to serve the neighborhood just immediately adjacent to the churches and allow people to come in, and if they needed to pick something fresh, they could just walk over and pick something, or they could pick it up when they picked up a food box item.
Carver Elementary School is where the food box, the Hockley County food box, has been housed for decades.
Yes.
And for some reason they were uprooted from Carver, and St. Luke said, we'd be willing to open our doors so you have a place to give food.
Yeah.
And that was in spring of 2015. So all of a sudden people are coming to this area to get food anyways.
Mm-hmm. It was like the perfect storm. The idea, but then all these other things were sort of moving towards the concept of the community gardening and making it become a reality.
If it wasn't for the Mission Endowment Fund, I don't think we would have.
No, we couldn't have done it. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had the passion for it, but we just didn't have the money for it.
And also we weren't sure it was the right thing. We weren't sure that if it was just a harebrained idea of our own or if this was really something God was calling us to. Mm-hmm. And when somebody outside of ourselves, this fund, said, we see what you're doing and we think that God could do something great through this, that was an affirmation that, okay, maybe we don't have all the answers, but now we have the resources and we have the affirmation of call.
I'd like to see it get really pretty big. I mean, we did 8 boxes this time, and we've got room enough to do twice that many. So it's just going to depend on money for one thing, because we've got to build more boxes and put more soil in it, and in the time that people have to put into it.
For us, it feels like we only have 2 fish and 5 loaves. We don't have like people busting at the seams to come and worship every Sunday, but we do have, the hands and feet that God gave us, and we want to use whatever we have to serve the community. And I feel like everyone involved is in the same boat. They don't have a ton to give, but they want to offer their time and their energy, and there's something life-giving about that when we all gather together. Isaiah 58, is this not the fast that I choose, to loose the bonds of injustice, to undo the thongs of the yoke, to let the oppressed go free and to break every yoke? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, to bring the homeless poor into your house? If you remove the yoke from among you, if you offer your food to the hungry and satisfy the needs of afflicted, then your light shall rise in the darkness and your gloom be like the noonday. The Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your needs in parched places and make your bones strong. You shall be like a watered garden, like a spring of water whose waters never fail.